All right. There we go. Now we're live. I done pulled a Scotty. Not that anybody noticed. Game day. Saints game day. Hope we beat the living crap out of the Succaneers today. Let's see. This is the Snoring Edition number 19. I ain't did one of these Snoring Editions in a couple of months. You know, I had to kill a few of these Snoring Editions when I was working and doing shit. So, how you doing? All right. So, yada. So, I was going to do a stream last night, but fucking LSU, they let me down again. I'm very disappointed in that team. I'm very, very disappointed. I don't even remember the final score. I know it was like 50 to 47 or some shit, 56 to 48 or I don't know. Terribly, terribly bad team. Terribly. Very disappointed in that team. Defense needs to get their shit together. How the hell you give up 50-something points to an Ole Miss team that sucks ass and you give up 200 yards to a running back that sucks ass? I don't know. I have no idea in the world. I have no clue. Killer Clown. Hey, what's going on? I've been around. I've been doing some you know, well, I didn't do one last night. You know, LSU done pissed me off. I had a stream scheduled. The LSU game ended right when I was going to start my stream, and I said, nah, hell with that. I got to play catch-up. I haven't seen notifications. If you've been doing YouTube videos, I haven't seen any lately. You know the infinite wisdom of YouTube. They don't notify people half the time, so I never know. I never know what's what. Oh, that's the wrong thing. So yeah, it's all good. I don't really expect many people to come in the morning shows. I used to get a lot of people in my morning show. Then they there's too many people I follow that do morning shows, and they all migrate here and there. But Saints football. So, I think the Succaneers will go down today. Pretty certain on that one. I don't know if Derek Carr is going to start or not. I'm leaning towards no. That's what I'm leaning towards. Oh, yeah, I got your bell on. Always got to check. Oh, you haven't done videos in a while. Okay, that's what it is. I forget. Oh, okay. Because I'm like, I know I got your bell on when I sub to you, and I'm like, why am I not? So, generally I do streams unless, I try to do streams on Saturday night, Sunday night, Tuesday night, and Thursday night. Unless LSU or the Saints lose, then I scrap that because I'm not in the best of moods, which used to be pretty good because people would listen to my rants. I might have to start going back to those rants because they used to get me like 50, 60 people in chat every time. But yeah, I was going to do a live stream last night. And like I said, I had it scheduled for 9. The LSU game ended at like 8:55. And I'm kind of pissed because they had that game won. It's just too much. They let Ole Miss like beat them. And that's just pissy. But it's all good. I don't think I'll ever get monetized on YouTube. I had it twice. First time I got hacked, and the second time YouTube took all my hours away when I was right at 4,000. So, 3,000 might be. I've had over 3,000 watch hours. So I guess I'm making another push. I'm doing more Twitch streams than I am on YouTube, but I'm kind of mixing it up. I got this kick thing, and I don't know. After all these years, my friend finally got me into this TikTok crap, which I just made an account so he'd leave me alone. I'm like, I'm not going to do anything with it. I hate TikTok, but got that Saints TikTok out there. He wants me to, build up. So I said, fine, I'll make an account. Boom, there you go. I don't plan on doing anything with it. Never say never. I've had Instagram for years, and I still don't know how to fool with that. But yeah, every so often I'll do a morning. It's been about 3 months since I did a morning show. Mostly because there are certain morning shows I watch, 8, 9 o'clock. Like this one's only going till 9. And, so this is only going to be an hour. But at night, the other night, me and Cajun, I did 3 hours on my stream from 9 to midnight. And then me and Cajun was on his stream, and we went till almost 4 a.m. No, I think it was past 4 a.m. It was close to it, maybe. So I did 4 hours on his stream, on his panel. So I did like 7 hours. Try to mix it up. Yeah, once you get back into doing stuff, let me know. I'll be in your streams. I'll try to help everybody get monetized, affiliate, whatever, But I got to see, I haven't seen Twisted Tips in a while. Or Twisted Gaming. I haven't seen him in a while. I'm sure he'll pop up from time to time, but usually in the morning nobody really shows up anymore, so it's kind of like, But yeah, that's why I didn't do. Instead of doing like 10 or 15 streams in September, I did maybe 8. So I kind of took it easy too, but I gotta read the Twitch rules more often because I go on everybody's Twitch stream and they're playing music and they do it all the time. Nothing happens. The other night I'm playing on my Twitch account. I'm messing around and playing music. Boom! I get hit with copyright warning. Not strike, but a warning. And I go, for what? I said, every person on Twitch plays music. Nothing happens to these people. I do it, bam. I'm like, what the hell? And they used to play it out front. Now it's if it's in the background, I guess it's okay. They just mute it. But I guess because I was doing it from YouTube instead of a playlist, I don't know, but it is what it is. But I'm just like, what the hell? When they sent me that thing, I sent them a message. I was like, every person on that platform does it. Everyone. There's not one person that I go on that platform that doesn't play music in the background, foreground, sideground. There's music in video games. Apparently they don't get copyrighted either. I don't know. So it's a bit crazy. But I'm sitting there, got my coffee. Yeah, I had to go back and see. I did 18 Snoring Editions. I'm like, let me go back and see how long, whatever. But yeah, I don't know how they get to do that either. It's weird. Like I ended my stream, I deleted the stream. They said, oh, you could still get hit with one, even if, like YouTube. Even if you delete it, you can still get hit with it. I said the only way they would know is Red Rum. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. I watched something from you last night. What video was that? Not last night. A few hours. You at some concert. A few hours ago. I did watch it. I don't think I commented, but I'll have to go back and comment. But yes, it's a Snoring Edition. I call it the Snoring Edition because why the hell am I up? But it's Saints game day. 2018. Me and my friend argue about this. My friend, we went to the House of Blues, New Orleans, the Corrosion of Conformity tour in 2019, I think it was. And, oh, no problem. He posts all the videos. His name's Wesley Brady. He's got a YouTube channel. He's got like 68 followers or 70 followers or not many. But I had a flip phone at the time. His phone was dead, so he only filmed like the intros and the outros. And it was like 6 bands. I can't remember all the bands. Blackstone Cherry was one. Hailstorm was the second to last act, and then Shinedown was the last act. But the lead singer was sick. He played one song. He barely had a voice. He had the flu, I think. Halfway through the second song, he goes, "I'm done. That's it, done." But it was close to midnight by that time anyway. The show started at like 7. But I know it was Blackstone Cherry. They had 2 other. It was 6 bands. I can't remember who opened, but I know it was Blackstone Cherry. 2 bands I never heard of before. Then Hailstorm came on and kicked some ass. I took footage of that with Lizzie Hale. And Shinedown, I was like, right. We started off in the back. House of Blues is really small. I mean, it's shoot into the French Quarter. So it's like one building, and you might be able to get 500 people in there. Wait, was that the House of Blues? No, wait. No, that was the Lakefront Arena. I'm sorry. That was not the House of Blues. I went to another. That was the UNO Lakefront Arena, where the UNO Privateers play. It's a basketball stadium, but it's really small. You could fit maybe 6,000 in there, 7,000. Because I remember we were sitting in seats. The House of Blues don't have seats. You have to stand up. That was another concert. I didn't get a chance to meet him. My friend went backstage and bought one of the autographed albums from Hailstorm and Shinedown. And I think he spent like $50 or whatever it was. He got the vinyl album with them because I guess they sign a bunch of stuff and then you go in the back, whatever it was. So he went upstairs, and the thing is, he brought. He wanted to bring his kids. He had like 7-year-old kids at the time. They didn't want to do that. My friend gets tickets. He gets all these free tickets from the House of Blues and from Ticketmaster because he knows this guy, and he's got some kind of deal with him. So he only pays like a half rate. So 2 or 3 times I went, I was kind of like the 58th option. Like 57 people did not want to go. So he said, "Hey, do you want to go?" Called me up 2 hours before the show started. I said, "All right, come pick me up." But we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. And I said, "Remember when so-and-so?" He goes, "We didn't do that." I said, "Dude, you put it on your YouTube channel." I said, "It's on there." But he recorded the intros of a couple of bands, Hailstorm, because like I said, I had a flip phone, so I couldn't hit play on it at the time. And his phone was at like 2%. Because he swears he recorded the whole concert. I'm like, "Dude, you did not. I was standing right next to you." But you look up that's his channel, Wesley Brady. That's his name. He's got a bunch of gaming shit on there, but he's got a lot of concert stuff on there too because he films all this crap. Because I don't think he cares about copyright or any of that shit. But couple of times he filmed stuff, but he wanted me to go to a concert with him a couple of weeks ago. I just never heard of the artist. I said, "I've never heard of him." But yeah, he got like 60, 70 subscribers. A few weeks ago, he was playing some kind of game on there. I don't know, but he posts a lot of that crap. So I know he did the opening and the outro and whatnot, but the concert I went to was Shinedown, Corrosion of Conformity Tour. Shinedown, Hailstorm, Blackstone Cherry, and 3 other bands I've never heard of before. The House of Blues show was oh shit, what was that band? I have no idea. I can't even tell you. It was about a month and a half ago. My friend told me that it's probably on it. He probably filmed it. It was something with an R. Like not Rembrandt, but I don't know. It was like a metal band. Metal Slash or something. Yeah. The House of Blues show we went to was oh shit. What's the name of that band? I can't think of it. Anyway, 3 of them are from New Orleans and the drummer no, 3 of them, it's a Houston band. The drummer's from New Orleans. The lead singer and the 2 other ones are from Houston or Dallas. It's a Texas band. It's shit, what's the name of that damn band? I did talk to them. I talked to the lead singer, but I'm drawing a blank right now. I didn't film it at the time, mainly because up until about 6 months ago, I had a flip phone pretty much for the last 10 years. I didn't think of recording stuff, but no. This band that I went to the House of Blues and saw, it was no in hell yeah. It was let me see. I haven't listened to it in a while, so my brain's kind of like not counting crows, counting I can't think of the damn band. They play it on the alternative stations all the time. They just put out another album a few months ago. I think they did a song with Lindsey Sterling. She plays the violin. She dances in circles and plays sort of like what Amanda Shaw does. Lindsey Sterling's got a big friggin' audience because she, I think she's one of the top people on YouTube. Oh, I would have remembered it was 5. No, my friend had tickets for that, but I couldn't go to that one. I would have remembered if it was Five Finger Death Punch. Trust me, I would have been like, I would have been like, I quit. I missed a chance to go to Metallica. My friend had free tickets to Metallica when he came to New Orleans about 6-7 years ago. And I had to work and I could not get out of it. And I was so tempted to just walk out and go to the show. But then my friend, he recorded it. He bootlegged it. So I have like the bootleg. Hey, Austrian Stacker, how you doing? Appreciate you popping in. I'm going to kick myself in the ass until I can figure out this name of this band. But anyways, I'll think of it eventually. If I do a live stream tonight, there's a good chance I probably will. Wait, let me go to my friend's channel. He filmed the damn thing. I know he filmed it. He hadn't streamed in a couple of weeks. He was playing these games and shit. And I wish I could remember the damn band. But like I said, the drummer's from New Orleans. And it's a band out of Houston or Dallas. It's a Texas band. And they were rocking and rolling and all this. They got like 2 big hit songs. Like 2 number 1 songs. And I can't remember a damn one of them right now. It's too early in the morning and I haven't went to sleep yet. So that's oh, my friend's up to 75 and I don't know what the hell he's putting on there. Oh, Motionless in White Dog Horizon Tour Mobile. Oh, I don't know. Oh, he put up some more concert albums, it looks like. I mean, concert. Oh, he must have seen Lacey Sturm, huh? That's interesting. Oh, he went to Shinedown again. Oh, he went to 3 Days Grace. I would have went to that concert. He went to Shinedown, Mississippi Ghost. He's got a lot of concert stuff on there. He filmed the whole concert for that one. Let's see. That's interesting on that one. Hey, Jack, how you doing? Appreciate popping in. It's early for me. It's 8:20 in the morning. It's early for me. This is interesting because these are I do a morning show, I get different audience. I do a night show, I get a different audience. It's crazy. So I didn't do a stream last night because LSU lost. It pissed me off. I was going to do one with Cajun. So I will probably do one tonight. But Periphery is that one of the Periphery, because I went to that one with my friend. Okay. One of the video, he only got like 100 something. He did not film that second one we went to, because I don't think the House of Blues allows film. Yeah, he didn't film that one. Nothing More. He did film it. Nothing More. That's the name of the band. Nothing More. Damn, it was 2013 we went. Shit. Long time ago. He puts dates on these things because I don't remember. Periphery, I went to that one. That was 15. Okay, Hailstorm, July 29th, 2016. 7 years? Damn. Doesn't seem like that long. But Nothing More is the name of the band. So, okay, yeah. Sometimes he doesn't post for a while, Oh, damn, Jack. Yeah, get some sleep. I used to do 9 to 7 when I worked at CVS. I did 7 days on, 7 days off. I might start working a night shift job in the future. I'm thinking about it because I'm always up at night. But yeah, my friend was doing some live streaming about 3 or 4 weeks ago. He was playing these games, and he hadn't been on YouTube in a couple of years. He posts stuff, but yeah, I see he got a lot of this golf game stuff. I don't know what the hell that is. I have another friend. He just posts a lot of these games, and he doesn't do lives. He just posts games and gets like 3,000 views. And I go, what the hell? He just puts up a Family Feud thing where he's playing and gets 3,000 views. I said, I should be doing that. 7 to 7. Yeah. You know what I used to do? It would always take me a while. Like, I would get off at 7. Sometimes I remember one time my boss chewed me out. I was getting off at 7, and he held me there till 9:30 in the morning. And I'm like, I fell asleep, and he starts yelling. I said, dude, I'm in sleep mode. Like, I want to go home and sleep. I've done my 10 hours. I want to go home. Hey, there you go. 950. That's a good goal. Now, I don't know if YouTube still does this because they lowered their subscriber list, but when you used to hit 1,000, they used to drop you. Like, they dropped me like 7 times under 1,000. I don't know if they do that anymore because 1,000 is not a relevant goal. 500 is, but yeah, congratulations. But, I drove a forklift when I worked at Walmart. Want to hear a funny story? Really funny story. I can't drive a car because of my eyes. So I've never had a driver's license because I have to get like for my eyes, and I'm not doing that shit. But when I worked at Walmart, I took the forklift test and they passed me right away. They said 100% everything. And I even told them, I said, and I started laughing. I said, this is pretty funny. Y'all let me drive a forklift, but I can't drive a car. That's hilarious. And believe it or not, I did a forklift at Walmart for 2 years, had no accidents. The guy that taught me to drive the forklift had an accident, got fired. Nothing like those videos where you hit the shelf and everything comes down. That would be crazy. But yeah, me too, Red Rum. It's like I can't sleep during the day. I mean, I can't sleep during the night. So I take a nap around 11 o'clock and I sleep till about 5, 6 in the afternoon. I can do that now. Appreciate you, Austrian. Now that I'm not, I lost my last job, so I'm looking for another job. So, I had a few people call me here and there, but it's just like they don't want to. It's ageism. They don't want to pull the trigger. Like they interview me and stuff, and it's like even before I get home, they already reject me, and I'm like, what? But it's all good because I got qualifications and mad skills, so I'll get the job I want. and then I'll do whatever. But right now, I'm just kind of, but I'm starting to get back to that night thing because I used to work at nights for almost 4 years, from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. And I worked 7 days in a row and had 7 days off. I alternated for 4 years. And I liked that job. I just lost it because they laid me off, which is the recurring theme here because the last 3 jobs I've gotten, I got laid off, which in a pandemic situation, I don't understand why they lay you off, but I don't know. And that's what happened to the last one. They were like, oh, we're cutting hours and we can't afford. People aren't buying shoes. And I had to laugh at that. And then the CEO made a video we had to watch, and he's like, we need to tighten the budget. And I made a comment. I said, why don't he tighten his goddamn budget? This dude's probably making 6 figures sitting here telling me I got to tighten my budget. And then they started pulling, oh, we're cutting hours and giving me 20 hours. And I'm like, 20 hours is not full time. Oh, well, as long as you average over 30 and you have a 30 average. And yeah, the last week I worked, they gave me 7 hours. And I said, we have 8 people here. 6 of them are managers. The budget is 150 hours. I'm full-time. 7 hours ain't full-time. And then they just were like, we got to cut you. You're done. I'm like, what? Yeah, it pays the bills. Well, ironically enough, when I went to apply at that job, I didn't apply for night shift. I applied for day shift. But then they said we need a night. You know how it is when they put something on Indeed or Monster? Like I went through an interview for this a couple of days ago. And I put on there deli associate. It's a grocery store. And I put in deli associate because they pay 14-something an hour full-time. So she calls me and she goes, well, I don't have any deli associate full-time, but I need part-time cashiers for $9 an hour. And I said, nope. I got up and I said, nope. I walked out the door. And I'm like, you wasted my time. You could have told me this over the phone. Because they just want you to get in there. They don't care about you. They just want people to fill the damn spots. And, that's nice. Yeah, I did, when I worked at CVS, we had 2 shifts. There were 2 different managers, so I worked with the same people. It was the 2 same pharmacy people, me and another manager. Then we were off, and they had a whole new crew. So we did 7 in a row and 7 off. I did that for 4 years. And I'd probably still be doing it if they didn't pull the old, oh, we got to save money. This was when CVS was selling cigarettes. Now they don't sell cigarettes. So, yeah, my boss was like, y'all only sold 2,000 last night. What's wrong? Like, between 2 and 6, we're a ghost town because you can't sell liquor. This last job I worked, I had all weekends off. I only worked 4 Saturdays and 2 Sundays in 3 years. I actually liked this job to a point because it gave me 40 hours and I got most of my weekends off. But apparently they didn't like me. So they had to cut the budget, and 6 out of the 8 members are full-time, and they're not going to get rid of the 2 high schoolers because they're getting paid next to nothing. So they looked at me and they said, nope, got to go. So, and they don't even offer any severance. I did not even get any severance pay because I asked about severance pay. Nope, we don't do that. I have never gotten severance pay. I got laid off 3 times and I've never gotten severance pay from a job, ever. I don't understand that. My friend got severance pay for 6 months from his job. But he up until 6 months, and then he found a job though. But yeah, it's crazy. But you got to do what you got to do to pay the bills. I'm thinking about. Honestly, I don't want to work in fast food, but they freaking Chili's out here is hiring $16 an hour to wash dishes. Yeah, why not? I don't want to do it, but hey, I might have to until something pops up. You got to do what you got to do. That's just how it is. And that's funny because a lot of places out here, Louisiana, goes goes by the government minimum wage, $7.25 an hour. You know, in most states they pay $15, $20 an hour. No, most of the South don't do that shit. I'm sure, as you know, Red Rum, obviously, but so a lot of these places, when the pandemic hit, started putting $14, $15 an hour. Most of these places are now taking their signs down. The Arby's out here pays $10.50 because they got a sign outside. But most of the people, most of these businesses started taking their signs down. Need help, need help. But, that Panda Express was paying $17 an hour for full time. But I don't like Panda Express, but North Carolina. My last job was the headquarters was in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where the HQ was. I had to keep calling there every so often, and Well, the Arby's here, it went out of business. Arby's was doing just enough because I kept asking the managers. They did just enough. They were in I thought a decent location, but it's on what we call Food Row. Across the street, there's like 15 different food places, Chinese place, McDonald's, Burger King, whatever. So it went out of business about 4 years ago, and it was gone for about 2 years. And then they took over the old KFC building. KFC obviously is not welcome in Louisiana because, we do Popeyes. But they took that building was sitting vacant for like 5 years. So the Arby's took that building over, which is next to Raising Cane's, and it's next to another fast food place, which they just opened called Sliders, which is part of Walk-Ons, which is co-owned by Drew Brees, by the way. They do Sliders, the waffle fry and whatnot. Oh shit, indeed, down here, freaking all the restaurant places are trying to hire here. Nobody wants to do the fast. I haven't done fast food since I was 29. I said I'm done. I stopped that. But I mean, if they want to pay me $14, $15 an hour, I'll suck up my pride and go wash dishes for a while. But I can't prove it, but it's ageism. You hit a certain age and nobody, these employers, they just want to hire a 16-year-old or they want to hire a 60-year-old. They don't want to hire a 30, 40-year-old person. I went to an interview and the lady says, I can't hire you. You have too much experience. And I went, what? She goes, we can't pay you. And I said, I looked her straight in the eye and I said, I'll take minimum wage. This was a couple years ago. I said, I need a job. And she starts laughing at me. She goes, why would you want to do that? I'm like, okay, really? You just told me that? Appreciate you, Jack. Have a good night. Get some sleep. Do your thing. I did Wendy's for like 6 years. I don't even know. And I quit like 3 or 4 times, but they kept calling me back. In between jobs, I kind of did McDonald's for about 3 months. Because I was waiting for Walmart background check to pass. And the manager went out of town for a month, so I had to wait. And then once that passed, I left that. So I don't want to get back into the food part. But, I mean, washing dishes is different or something like that, But, I got all this experience in these, I've had about 15 interviews in the last 2 weeks, but they always come up with some bullshit. Doctor Who, Bill's Mafia, they always come up with some bullshit and why they can't hire me. Oh, like it'll say on the thing, $13 an hour. So I put 13, and they look at me and they go, we don't pay that. And I go, well, you have it on the website, so you either need to take the website down or you need to fix it. So, like my last job, they were putting up salary $10.50 an hour, so I put $10.50 an hour, and it's on Fox. It should be on Fox. You don't want to watch that shit anyway. It's the Jaguars and the Falcons. The Jaguars are going to beat the shit out of the Falcons. Yeah, it's 8:30. It should be on right now. It should be a Fox game. Let me look it up. I'm not watching it because Saints come on at noon. That's all I worry about. But it said 8:30. Yeah, game just started. Yeah, it's on. It doesn't tell me what station it's on. Usually it'll tell me what station it's on. Well, let me go to ESPN, which I hate going to. Oh, wait. I already got ESPN set up for my fantasy league. Let's see. But, I mean, it might be a CBS game because the Jaguars are AFC teams, so it might be CBS. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I already know the Saints game's on Fox. Oh, it's on ESPN. Oh, it's on ESPN Plus. Nobody's got that shit. That's why you can't find it. For whatever reason, it's not. Last year it was on Fox. Yeah, you have to go to ESPN Plus. It's bullshit. Nobody else is carrying it. Yeah, it don't have a designation next to it. So, yeah. All right. And not many, Okay, I got you. You don't have to type no in 3 times. I got it. Yeah. When I go to another tab, I can't read what it is. But last year, the year before, I know Fox carried the ESPN. Fox carried, CBS carried the London game. Fox carried the other one. Yeah, ESPN Plus is garbage. You don't want to, you don't want to do that crap. Actually, what you could do is, I'm sure somebody's pirating it on YouTube. They do it with the LSU games every week. I'm sure enough, if you type in Jaguars, you probably find it somewhere else. Probably if, like when we played in Buffalo, when we played in London, but when we played in London, it was on Fox. It was a Fox game. So we got to see it. But what happens is, down here, the local affiliates in New Orleans, if it's a Monday night game or Thursday night game, they will put it on the NBC stations. And WDSU will pick it up, Channel 6. So they always will telecast the Monday night and Thursday night games for the local audience in Mississippi and Louisiana. Of course, I got Paramount Plus because next week, I think it's next week or the week after, we play the Jaguars on Thursday night. So I have Paramount Plus, so I'm going to watch that game. But I'm thinking that probably your Buffalo affiliate will probably play it. Whoever does the Bills preseason games or whatever, because there's usually, I'm sure, like I said, here it's WDSU, the NBC affiliate. They pick up the Monday night and Thursday night games that aren't locally, they aren't nationally, they do the preseason game. Well, no, Fox 8 does the preseason games. And Channel 6 does the loan. Yeah, I don't like Taylor Swift. I didn't even know until yesterday that Travis Kelce had a twin brother. Didn't even notice. Didn't know. I don't follow the Chiefs. Although somebody on Twitch is a big Chiefs fan, so I gave him shit. I'm like, your name is Schmidt Happens, and I gave you crap, but he's all right. I gotta plug in my laptop. I'm only going another 15 minutes because 9:00 there's a show I watch, and I'm gonna go to that show because I'm gonna do a live stream probably tonight. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Doctor. Usually, it'll be on whatever station that picks up your preseason games, the local affiliate. because the NFL lets him do that. But if worse comes to worse, do what I do. Flip on the radio. I have my radio set to 870 AM, 105.3 FM, and I listen to Mike Hoss and Deuce McAllister does the color commentary. Before Mike Hoss used to be on the news on Channel 4 WWL for a long time. He's also part of the Superdome operations. So he does the games. He calls the games. Before that, we had Zach Streif calling the games for 3 years, which I don't know why. He was a rookie. And then before that, we had Jim Henderson, who called the Saints games for the better part of 35 years. Back in the 80s, the late 80s, when I started listening, I was like 9, 10 years old. When I started listening to the Saints games, it was Jim Henderson and Archie Manning calling the games. And then Archie left, and then Hokie Gajan picked it up. Like when we won the Super Bowl, it was Jim Henderson and Hokie Gajan. And I think Hokie Gajan would still be doing it if he didn't die, if he didn't pass away. He got this wicked cancer, and it just broke. It made his bones all brittle. And one time he was walking, and he broke his leg. I forget what kind of bone brittle disease he had, but he's been gone about 5 or 6 years now, maybe longer. But Hokie Gajan was color commentary. 80, right on the cusp. I missed the 70s by 2 months. I was conceived in the 70s. No, I missed the 70s by 2 months. Yeah, Deuce McAllister has been the color commentator ever since Hokie passed away 7, 8 years ago. Probably longer than that because Hokie had to retire. So, but we've been through 3 commentators in the last 8 years. But yeah, you got a few years on me. Not bad. But yeah, I remember we were going through it. But I like Mike Hoss. I like Mike Hoss. Mike Hoss used to be the sports director at WWL for years on the TV. So he already worked with the Saints, and he's part of the Superdome operation. So he works for the Saints anyway. So it's a perfect fit. When they gave it to Zach Streif, Zach Streif had just retired and had no experience in radio, and they gave it to him. So he did it for 3 years, and he stepped down. He stepped down to become the Saints' offensive line coach under Peyton. And then, of course, he went with Sean Payton. Now he's the offensive line coach in Denver, which, and they had 2 scoregamis last week, 2 of them. The 70-20 score and the Denver-Miami 25-11, the Philadelphia and Tampa Bay. The Jets have a chance. Aren't the Jets playing the Chiefs? I don't know what the hell kind of chance they have. But, if Barbara D pops in here, I'm going to say yes. I'm pretty sure the Jets are playing the Chiefs. The only reason I know this is because my starting quarterback in fantasy is Patrick Mahomes. That's the only reason. Yeah, 720. I don't know. Zach Wilson is trash. Joe Willie called him out on a podcast last week and said he'd get rid of his ass. The Jets signed Trevor Siemian as a backup, who we had a couple years back, and Trevor Siemian's serviceable. So I think they would have a better shot with Trevor Siemian than they would Zach Wilson. But, God forbid. And I'm telling you, Patrick Mahomes better not have a bad game tonight, and his damn wide receivers better learn how to catch. Because in week 1, the Chiefs could not catch a football for their life. Kelsey was out, and I lost my fantasy game because of that. Because Mahomes is supposed to get like 25 points tonight. So we'll see. I'm 1-2 in one league, and I'm 0-3 in the other. So I gotta start kicking some ass. And Taysom, Pete Carmichael better use Taysom today, because I'm gonna be really pissed if Taysom gets like 4 carries the whole game. I don't think Derek Carr is gonna start. They said it's 50-50. I don't see it happening, but never say never. But why? It would go to the Packers. It would go right to the Packers. What's the point? Well, no, actually, that one, no, the other one would go to the Packers. But the Packers actually said they're not taking the draft pick this year for Rodgers. They're going to wait till next year, which is dumb. But Aaron Rodgers probably told them they don't want to. Because Joe Namath said they should get rid of Zach Wilson, but Aaron Rodgers is the one who wants Zach Wilson on the roster. So they're going to listen to what Aaron Rodgers says. If Aaron Rodgers says don't lose, they ain't going to lose. And I don't think any active team goes out there and start tanking. There's no, the NFL should do what the NBA does and do a lottery. Hell, the Pelicans got the number 1 draft pick because of the damn lottery. So people said, oh, it's rigged. We got the number 1 pick twice. And it really didn't work out either time so far. Well, the Packers will get a number 1 draft pick if he plays 75%. They get a number 2 draft pick if he plays 40%. I think that's why the Packers said no, we're not taking it this year. Now they could change their mind, but they would automatically get a 2nd-round draft pick this year and a 2nd round next year, because I think they have 2 more picks. If he's healthy next year, he's playing 75%. I guarantee you. There's no way in hell he's not gonna retire. That's not Aaron Rodgers' nature to retire. Trust me. He's not gonna retire. But I do see Aaron Rodgers going to the Vikings. But that's what happens when you put in the turf and shit happens, and hey, he still gets paid his guaranteed contract sitting on the bench. Not his fault. I think that's why the Packers said they're not taking the draft pick this year. It's within their right to take the draft pick, but they don't want to take it. They're going to wait till next year. Plus, it was only going to be a 2nd-round pick. It wouldn't be a 1st. And I bet you the Green Bay wants that number 1 pick. Because if you think about it, if the Jets suck with Rodgers, then they get a 1st-round draft pick. So I think they'd rather want from the tank next year. But I honestly, I would say never, but for the Jets to beat the Chiefs, Mahomes would have to have a shitty game and the defense would have to suck and probably would have to rain. Because I don't know if they're playing in MetLife and it rains, then Mahomes might go. God, I don't want to say that. Mahomes is my starter. I don't want to say him getting injured because my backup is Joe Burrow. Every year I got 2 players. I always pass on Lamar Jackson, and he burned me last week. So next year I'm not passing on Lamar. But I only put two quarterbacks, Mahomes and Joe Burrow, Joey B. Before Mahomes, I used to put Drew Brees as my starter every year. And I win championships. So I lost a championship last year. Because of Matthew goddamn Stafford. He screwed me last week, Matthew Stafford, when they were playing the Bengals. I had the game. Stafford throws a pick. I lost by 8 points. I'm like, if I would have scored a touchdown, I would have won. But, once again, no. She's like a walking broadzilla. She's like a succubus. Everything she touches turns to stone, like Medusa. You honestly think that these guys, why in the ass would they date this bitch? Because she's going to dump them and then write a whole album about him and become a billionaire. She's supposed to come to New Orleans next year she's going to do like 4 concerts in 4 nights. Sometime in like October something. I don't know, these idiots. Oh, well, these idiots just saw Beyonce just played the Superdome a couple of nights ago, and it sold out the Superdome, 83,000. And fuckers were charging $15,000 a ticket for front row. 15 grand. If I had 15 grand, I wouldn't spend it on Beyonce the bitch. I guarantee you. No way. She ain't nobody worth 15 grand. I'm sorry. Nobody. But usually most of the time these concerts, they go to the Smoothie King Center, which is right now. The Smoothie King Center is across the way from the Superdome. It's that green, ugly looking fucking building. It's right there. That's the Smoothie King Center. Yeah, 15 grand. But the Superdome's got this thing where they put the lights and everything. So they could put pictures, images. So they put a picture of Beyonce on there and left it up there. So I think it's still up there. Even though it's a home game for the Saints today. So they had to clear all that shit out by now. I guarantee you Beyonce's not even in the state of Louisiana right now. She's probably long gone. But it was the other night. And it was 83,000. Well, Mahomes is married. That's the difference. Yeah, 15 grand. I saw that the other night, and I went, what? That people paid it. They were paying it 15 grand for goddamn on the floor. I don't know how they had the stage set up or anything, but I've been on the Superdome floor before, and the Superdome it's turf, it's not grass because it's cement underneath, obviously. But I've been on the Superdome floor. To go down on the floor, you're like right there because they probably had the stage set up in the middle, like around the 50-yard line. They probably put seats around that and all that other shit. But I'm surprised nobody threw a shoe at her. There's a thing going around where they throw shoes at people's heads lately in the community. I didn't even know Patrick Mahomes had a brother. Patrick Mahomes was this close to being the Saints heir to Breeze. Sean Payton was going to draft Patrick Mahomes. I don't know if y'all know that. Sean Payton was on the phone to Patrick Mahomes, talking to him, getting ready to draft him. And Andy Reid traded up ahead of the Saints and grabbed him. So Patrick Mahomes could have been the heir apparent to Drew Brees. And you think about that logic. Would Sean Payton still be the coach? Probably. I don't think he would have retired. But then again, Sean Payton getting his ass whooped in Denver. So, but I'm glad he takes all the ex-Saints players we don't want. He took Traquan Smith and signed him. So good. He can't play defense and he's always hurt, but that's a kind of second coming. All right. But let's see. So I'm going to end this in a few minutes because people are already pulling me on Scotty's. Scotty's getting ready to live stream. He does his show on Sunday mornings. It's Sunday with Scotty. His wife is supposed to be on there, but she's usually MIA. So I'm gonna be going to that one in a minute. Well, that's usually what happens. You got a relative that's famous, you ride his coattails and kiss his ass. That happens with all the. I'm sure that happens with Taylor Swift's family. I'm sure that happens with shit. I know if I was rich, I'd have 2 or 3 people riding my ass for money. Oh. This is the channel I'm getting ready to go to. Weather. Here, I got it sitting up. I'll link it. We just talk about bullshit over there. Here. Oh, where did I go? I guess that links it. But yeah. So usually I would go a lot longer, but if I do a live stream tonight, I want to save time to do that. So I appreciate everybody who was in here. I got a whole new crew today in here. Killer Clown Gamer, he was in here. Red Rum, of course, Jack's in here, and of course Austrian Stacker, and of course Doctor Who, and I think that was it. And myself mostly. So, but I'm going to Scotty's stream, or if you can't see, type in Scotty Roberts. He's getting ready to go on in a minute. So I'm gonna end this sucker, and I'll probably do a live stream tonight. If the Saints win, I'm doing a stream. If for some reason they don't, I probably won't, because I'll probably be pissed like last night. I don't know. I just said I might do a live stream tonight. I can't repeat myself too many times. Anyway, I'm going to Scotty's stream because I might jump on his panel maybe. So if I do a live stream tonight, look out for it. And if I don't, I won't. So it all depends on if the Saints win, because you got to be in that mood. If the Saints lose, I ain't going to be in the mood to stream. So, but I appreciate y'all, man, this sucker. And I'll see you somewhere. Have a good morning, good day, Merry Christmas, and all that jazz. Well, if you're there, Doctor Who, maybe I will, but half the time you ain't. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. So okay, fine. I'll stream either way. All right. So I'll see you later.